Hello everyone. Let's talk again about Dragon's Breath Ribbon. Different sets. Using different simulation parameters. To simulate in one go. First, open the Dragon's Breath Ribbon tool. This is for creating sets. We've already covered this before in a previous session. And if we want different bone chains to behave with different dynamic parameters. How do we do it? For example, I want this one to be stiffer. This one very stiff. Say, softness set to 2. We can also adjust others, like inertia and such. So let's add this value first. Click this record button. After clicking record, it will save these parameters into our set. Another thing, if we want this bone chain B, to be softer as well, say, 13, we record it the same way. Now let's see. This bone chain C has no animation, so if we simulate directly, it won't have any motion. For example, we want to turn on its auto breathing. Select it the same way. Adjust these parameters, then click record. Of course, if we want to record several sets all at once, we multi-select the sets, and then click record. After clicking, they will become the same color. So later when we look here, different colors represent different parameters, and when we select them, the different parameters will show up. There is another parameter. The default parameter. For example, we have more than these 3. We have other. I want to use other parameters to run a simulation. Say, here it's 8. I click. This means default. It will save the current parameters as the default set. Then when we select, it will switch between them. After we've recorded these different parameters, then we click, select these 3 sets, and run a simulation. That way, each chain will be simulated with different parameters. But note, softness, auto breathing, and inertia, these parameters can all be recorded, including gravity, etc. But time-related settings, start time, end time, are selected once. And only one set of parameters can be used, using the parameters from the UI, including loop here, and also, this is called centripetal force, retrograde force, etc. Other than that, anything not shown with a strike-through can be simulated with different parameters. Let's run the simulation and see. The prompt means the same thing. If we want to continue, just ignore it and click yes. We can see these 3 chains produce different effects. The first one is a stiffer motion. The second one is slightly softer. The third one shows an auto-breathing effect. We can also make modifications. For example, I want to rotate it 90 degrees after making the change. Remember to click record. For instance, I'll make it a bit softer. Then run another simulation. We can see our adjustment took effect. This way, in a single simulation, we've used different parameters to control the chains. Okay. Next, let's talk about our colliders. Suppose in our current scene, we create a few colliders. I'll place 2 capsules. Normally, if we simulate now, it will compute interactions with the capsules overall. Every bone will interact with all capsules. This is the current result. It works fine. Sometimes we want more control. For example, I don't want this bone chain to interact with a capsule. Select this set. Then select the capsule and add it to the exclusion list. Then run the simulation. Now that capsule is excluded, we can see this item has strike-through text. Let's simulate again. Now there should be only this one collision, because this collider has been excluded. That's how it works. Similarly, I'll exclude this one, and the first one too. Then there will be no visible effect. Now I'll duplicate one. I exclude this one. This excluded one. We don't want to exclude. We treat it as a point. We treat this point. We treat it as a point. This excluded one. We don't want to exclude. We treat it as a point. For example, this bone chain will collide with these two capsules. But I don't want it to collide with the top one. So we exclude it. It will then collide only with the bottom one. Let's see the result. We can see it passes right through the top capsule, but collision with the bottom capsule works normally. Okay. That's how we record parameters per set. Thank you, everyone.